This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Guerrero's going to leave the Radicals, siding with Hardy Boys and Lita. But Guerrero had developed an addiction to pain medication, stemming back to that 99 New Year's Day car accident. And in May of 2001, he's sent to rehab. To explain his absence, a storyline was created where Guerrero was injured by Albert in a match. And on November 9th, 2001, he's arrested for drunk driving and subsequently released by the company 3 days later. Lot to unpack here. We should add some context. WCW and ECW both go out of business in early 2001. So for him to get sent to rehab in May of 2001, fresh off of a WrestleMania title victory, this is not the best situation to be in professionally. What was your relationship like with him here in May of 2001 when you sent him to rehab? Do you remember the conversation?
You know, this is kind of where our relationship just started to get closer, and where Eddie started opening up to people a little bit more because Eddie realized he needed help. And that's the first step. A lot of time when you stop blaming everyone else for any issues that you may have and you accept it and look in the mirror and realize that, okay, you know what? It might've been me. So I was trying to help Eddie through a lot of this stuff, and the best thing for Eddie at the time was probably to go away. Eddie needed to have ramifications, and Eddie needed to lose something, I think, to realize that if he doesn't change his ways, things will be bad.
Well, it didn't exactly work. He's arrested November 9th, 2001 for drunk driving. When you guys make the call to release him, or you get the news of the arrest, what's the reaction? Do you feel like, man, he's getting too close to the sun here, we need to do something different?
I probably felt a little betrayal, but just sadness. And you want the guy to succeed so bad. And Eddie could be his own worst enemy at times, but the decision had to be made. Eddie had to have ramifications and had to lose something. In this case, it was, unfortunately, he had to lose his job so that he could understand you can't continue living your life the way you are.
Well, it's got to be a punch to the gut. He's going to get sober after this, for good. He gets on a program. He gets help from his friends. But most importantly, he took responsibility. He works the indie circuit, and he eventually gets a shot to come back April 2002. So he's only gone for 5 or 6 months, but in that 5 or 6 months, he made quite the impression across the indie scene. There's a lot of guys who are on TV now who had a chance to work with Eddie during that era. And the reports were he could not have been more professional, more polite, more respectful, more willing to teach. You had to be hearing reports like that from his indie appearances, right? That this is not the same Eddie that we had last year.
Without a doubt. And first of all, we were helping him get some of those bookings and talking to promoters and talking to other people that were out there that saw him on a nightly basis. And we're working with him, and everyone was giving glowing reviews and a clear-eyed and different Eddie Guerrero. So we were hopeful.
Well, he realizes this is his second chance. Help me understand. And I know this was a long time ago, but when you guys cut him loose in November of 2001, are there marching orders? Hey, go get yourself clean, get out there on the indie circuit. We'll help you where we can. And once we've got a proven track record that you can, get straight and stay straight, we'll bring you back. I mean, did he know I can come back? I've just got to do this for X number of days or X number of matches and just prove that I can be at my best.
look, it was put out there and told. We wanted Eddie to get healthy. We wanted Eddie to get healthy for Eddie and for his family.
Right.
So if he could prove that, a door is never shut. Or if a door is shut, there's always a door handle that it can be opened again. So you never say never in this business. And the hope was that you would be able to rehab, that's why they call it rehab, but be able to rehab everything about him, his mind, his body, his spirit, and his family. So that was the goal. And I think that Eddie really felt that he could conquer those demons and be able to come back and not miss a beat.
Help me understand, when a guy like this gets cut, does he have a conversation with Vince, or does Vince have a conversation when they come back? Or does it just go through human resources and folks like that? And then, if anything, Vince talks to him at the first TV.
It depends. It really depends on the talent, and it depends on the situation. I believe at this time that, it was pretty much handled by JR, and Eddie got the news, and, time to move on, and hopefully we can do something with you down the line.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.